Guys, it's time to build that six-pack. You know, guys, that the summer bodies are built in the winter, and winter is coming up. And if you don't lock in now, believe me, in April, when you realize shit is 2 months left to vacation, it's gonna be too late. Guys, this is your wake-up call to start building that six-pack, to start building that dream body, because I guarantee you, if you start now, till next vacation, you're gonna have a mind-blowing body, easier than you thought is possible if you follow my guidance. So guys, check this session out. 4 of my best ab exercises. We're hitting abs, we're hitting V-shape, and we're hitting the mad obliques. 4 exercises you've never seen before that will blow the way you train your abs out of this roof. Ow, let's go. Now guys, the first exercise is sit-ups. Everybody has done sit-ups, and I bet my life that you know exactly what I'm saying when I say that you feel absolutely nothing. No burn in the abs, no change in the abs. You just keep pumping those sit-ups up, but they don't give nothing. But everybody knows that sit-ups is an amazing exercise, right? Fucking wrong. It's a bullshit exercise. It can become an extremely good exercise if you do it right. But what is the problem with sit-ups? Well, the problem with sit-ups is that first of all, you're pulling with momentum. So you're bouncing yourself up. The abs don't pull you up. You're moving yourself up with getting momentum on your body. And the second thing is the hip flexors do more of the job than the abs itself. That's why sit-ups sucks. Crunches would be a much better way to train your abs than to doing sit-ups. But the way I'm gonna be showing you with the warrior bands and using the warm-up band, because you won't be able to do it with any other strength, is going to be engaging both your abs in a crunch and in the sit-ups all the way up. When you start doing this exercise, I guarantee you will, for the first time in your life, feel how every part of the abs is engaging in different moments of the sit-ups. And for the first time in your life, you're gonna get soreness in your abs after doing sit-ups. And it's very simple, guys. All you need is a mat so you can be sitting on the floor. You need the warm-up band. And you might need, now this is not the best way to do it, but if you don't have strong abs, you might need something to attach your legs to. So now you can take dumbbells, you can take a bench, you attach your legs somewhere. But try to do it without that first. The way I do it is, I attach my heels at the bottom of my mat. So that holds my legs from jumping up. Because trust me, they will be want to coming up because they want to counterbalance the weight, because the band will be forcing you to work towards against gravity and against the band. So guys, in this exercise, the legs have to stay on the floor. If you can't do it without weight, you put some weight on it and grab onto the band. The band is behind your head. And now you start by breathing out into a crunch. And then you just continue and pull all the way up to a sit-ups. First one is always the worst, guys. Give it another try. You see my stretch at the bottom, guys? Focus on full extension and then full contraction. So a sit-up should not be finishing here. With the band, you see that I am crunching and pulling through and contracting. Now guys, this is a mad hard exercise, but believe me, it is the absolute best way to be doing sit-ups. So if you cannot do it without your feet planted on something, put some weights, lock your feet under the weight, and focus on pulling from the abs as much as you can. You should be feeling the abs working in this exercise. But I guarantee you, there is not a way in the world that you will be able to do it without the abs burning as hell. Give it a try, guys, and 3 more exercises to go. Second exercise, all you're gonna need is a mat and a dumbbell. And on this exercise, we're gonna be focusing on the upper abs, but you're also gonna be hitting that middle. So on the first exercise, on the banded crunches, you are hitting every single millimeter of the abs. Obliques, of course, they always work when you fully contract, but the focus was on the full plate of your abs. Now, we're focusing on the upper and the middle, guys. Exercise is simple as hell. You sit down on the mat, grab onto a weight, extend your feet fully, so your feet are going to be straight. And the reason for that is Because if you have your legs fully straight, you are not working at that V shape. That means you're gonna be able to work better on the upper and the middle abs. So, legs fully straight, you're laying down, dumbbell straight up. And now what is very important here, guys, you don't wanna be moving the dumbbell backwards, getting speed from the movement and jumping up. No, you have to be working totally against gravity, so your arm has to be straight up. Head down every single time, extension of the lower back, so you make sure that you're extending your abs, that you're working them in full range of motion. So fully stretched out, breathing out, coming into a crunch and sitting all the way up and finishing with the dumbbell overhead, guys. Now what is very important here is don't make momentum with the dumbbell. If you're doing that, that means you are having too heavy dumbbell. It's going to be much more effective if you take a lighter dumbbell and just work strictly from the abs. So this is not the same movement as when you would be doing with the plate, because with the plate you use more momentum, and with the plate it's not a unilateral movement. That means you are not forcing your abs to tense maximally on the obliques, because when you're holding a weight in one hand, the weight is pulling you to one side. That means the opposite sides obliques, they have to stay tense, so they are automatically time under tension constantly without us even trying to hit them. So this is how it looks in action, guys. Woo! Guys, I tell you like this exercise, you can feel exactly the isolation on that middle abs. And guys, this and every single ab exercise, key is the breathing. When you are at the end of the movement, there should be no more air in your lungs left. Otherwise, you're just creating a cushion and you're not contracting fully. So focus on starting by breathing out and breathe out throughout the whole movement. Ahoo, guys. Follow, like, subscribe, share, drop a comment. Help us to grow this channel as I'm growing you guys. Ahoo, 2 more to go. So I can't fucking understand. Standing here looking at the guys in the gym, 90% are doing nothing. They're just fucking around. They're resting. They're working for 15 seconds and resting for 15 fucking minutes. How can you come and spend time in a gym and accept not getting fit? How can you as a man go in to the gym deciding that fuck it, I'm going to build this body, and then you go and fuck around for 90% of the time you're spending there? You understand that you're a fucking loser if you do that. I can't understand. How can you fucking want something, you know exactly how the fuck to get it, the only thing that's standing between you and the thing you want is you working your fucking ass off, and still you don't fucking do it? It doesn't matter if it's in the fucking gym, if it's in the fucking business. How can you possibly lose your dream just because you don't want to fucking do the hard work? Just because you don't want to put in the energy that you're lying to yourself that you don't fucking have? How can you fucking accept not getting what the fuck you're dreaming about getting just because it's fucking hard? Can't understand. I swear on my life, it makes me so fucking mad. I want to fucking slap every single guy that doesn't go all in, because you guys don't understand what potential every single fucking human on this planet have. Every single fucking man should be perfectly fit. Every single fucking man should be perfectly fucking powerful in his mindset and his spirituality. Every single man on this planet should be fucking in perfect financial position, because nobody that is there was given it. We all have fucking taken it. And we have taken it, you can fucking take it. I swear on my life, if you fucking recognize yourself in my words, I hope they break your fucking heart, they break all your fucking self-lies, and they wake you the fuck. Get your ass fucking up and go and fucking hunt your dream. Alright, boys. And the third exercise is strictly lower abs. It's the absolute best exercise to build that V shape. It's much better than leg raises. It's much better than any other exercise that you ever seen and ever tried, if you do it exactly the way I show you. So you see, this is leg raises on a bench, guys. Laying down, holding the bench behind. And 2 things that is key if this exercise is going to be the absolute best for your V shape, or if it's going to be doing absolutely nothing, is, first of all, your legs have to be totally locked out. When your legs are totally locked out, you are isolating away the hip flexors that can work instead of your lower abs. So number 1, you have to make sure that you're locking the legs out thighs are fully tensed. Second thing is toes pointing forward. So your toes have to be pointing forward, because when your toes start coming up, when you start struggling, your knee starts bending, and now your hip flexors are doing most of the work. Your lower abs are pretty much not even engaging. So just make sure, guys, that you lock this in. Legs extended fully. And now, how can you make this exercise harder or easier? That depends how much of your ass is on the actual bench. The goal, and for this exercise to be the absolute best on the planet, is for your ass to be outside of the bench totally. But you have to try your strength. But no matter what, if you're having the ass on the bench or outside of the bench, if your legs are bent or either in the feet or in the knees, you're never gonna be hitting the lower abs maximally. So guys, for me, I'm always starting with my ass totally outside of the bench. So my lower back is the only thing touching the bench, right? Try yourself out. If you can do it like this, this is the absolute hardest way. And now, legs locked out, toes forward, and how far down do you want to be going? So you want to be going a little bit lower than straight, because then you're stretching the lower abs out maximally. You will see it now when I show you how the exercise goes. Coming down a little bit lower, and make sure to keep the abs tight and pulling yourself up all the way from the abs. And now, another thing that is very important, boys, on the way down, you tense the abs even more than on the way up. On the way up, they tense automatically, but on the way down, it's very easy to start relaxing the abs because you feel that they need a break and your lower back starts taking over the work. If you do it with tension, focus on the tension on the way down and keeping the tension on the way up, guys, there is not a second where your abs are resting. In the whole movement, both up and down, there is just no resting position for your abs, and that means time under tension is constant. And I promise you guys, if you manage to do it with legs locked out totally and with your ass outside of the bench, you will feel soreness next day in your lower abs like you've never felt before from any other exercise. So this is how it should be looking when you're doing it perfectly. Woo! Guys, you saw that stretch when my legs are going lower down than where the bench finishes. This is that important. I promise you guys, you will feel that V shape coming all the way down. This is the best V shape exercise you will ever do in your life. One more to go. Ow! All right, guys. And the fourth last exercise, we're targeting the obliques. And now there is many different exercises to hit the obliques, and I've showed you a lot, but this one is probably one of my two favorites. I'm not sure which one of them is the absolute best in my opinion, but this one is definitely top two of my oblique exercises. Why? Because it doesn't only work your obliques, it also works the core and it works the stability in your whole midsection. So this exercise, yeah, to be honest, you know what? This is actually my favorite, because to be honest, this exercise, the power you're training in this is transferable to every single exercise you are doing because of the core tension that you are getting from this exercise. Here, there is no rest for the obliques and for your core. It's time under tension constant. And guys, you know, because you've been watching my YouTube for a while, how do you build muscles best? Time under tension and explosivity. And either one or two. And in some exercises you can combine those two, then you're just doing the absolutely ultimate exercise. And this for me, when it comes to the obliques, I just decided that this is my absolute favorite. There is two ways you can do this. The hard way, the easy way. Now the hard way, you will need a bench because your feet will be going on the bench. And now, always try out the hard way if you can do that. Because if you start by trying out the easy way and you're gonna be feeling that it's hard, you might not even try the hard way. Try the hard way always. If you feel it's totally impossible, then you go down, guys. This is a system for life that I use and I recommend you to learn. Always try the hardest thing first and realize that, this I can't do, then you're going down. Not only fitness, in life in general. So what you want to be thinking about, guys? Your arm has to be straight down from your body. You will see it now and understand what I'm talking about when I show you the exercise. But your arm has to be straight down. If it starts being angled out from your body, you're gonna injure your shoulder and you're gonna feel you have instability, so you won't be hitting the abs. You will be thinking what's going on in the shoulder and not what's happening in your abs. So arm straight down. Second thing, as big movement as you possibly can do in both ways. That means you're going as far down as you can and you're coming up as much as you can at the top. You stop, you squeeze. And the third thing, guys, is the breathing. Even in this, we're training obliques. That's a part of the abs. That means the breathing is key. So when you are tensing, breathe out throughout the whole movement, and at the top, tense, make sure there is no air in your lungs, and then you go for another rep, guys. Otherwise, just smash it out until it hurts and then some. So feet up, one foot, the other foot on the first one, lift your hips up, arm straight down. So you don't want the arm to be angling out, arm is straight down. And now you're coming down as much as you can and coming up as high as you can. What's that important here, guys, is that you don't let your body angle in any way. You want your body to be pointing exactly forward. Woo! God damn it, it burns. It's a fucking marathon. It's definitely my favorite. And then you just turn around and do the other side. Guys, try these 4 exercises. I guarantee you, there is a million good exercises, but these 4 are mad one. So if you're targeting to build some big ass, badass abs like this, trust me, these 4 exercises needs to be a part of your arsenal. That's it for today, guys. Go out, start building that 6-pack. Summer is coming back faster than you know. So this summer, make sure that you are fucking shredded to bits. Ow! Subscribe, follow, like and share. Time to build, man.